of the country deals with those tornadoes. They're also dealing with a heat wave, and Leah Pizzetti, you're here to tell us we have our own heat wave heading our way, right?
Yeah, we do. Thank goodness it's not here quite yet. Today we saw a high of 82. Typically we're around 90 this time of year, and tomorrow that average is going to be a reality for us. 92 tomorrow in Bakersfield and Arvin, also Delano and Wasco. Taft 90 degrees, McFarland 91 degrees. So we're in the lower 90s for the most part. In the valley tomorrow, 76 in Pine Mountain Club, 77 Fraser Park, Tehachapi looking at a high of 80. Lake Isabella a high of 88 tomorrow. And in our desert communities, Lancaster 95 degrees, Mojave 93, California City and Edwards Air Force Base looking at 97 degrees, Ridgecrest 98 degrees tomorrow. So not hitting those triple digits yet. We're not quite in that heat wave, but it is on its way. And we did have those winds over the weekend. Those are long gone. So our air qualities head back to those moderate. It's going to be definitely climbing up the next couple days. But tomorrow, thank goodness, only moderate. Our UV index, same situation. We're climbing back up. Tomorrow we're at 10, so very high. Do be aware of that if you're headed outside. We do have a heat advisory, as Tim said, headed our way this weekend. It does begin Friday, ends Monday. Here are these cities that are going to be affected in the valley and in our desert communities. Do be aware of that. If you're headed outside with your pets, make sure that their paws don't get burned on the ground. Don't leave them in any cars. Drink lots of water. Be aware of this heat advisory. It's terrible timing because, yes, that's right, Father's Day is this weekend, and that's when it's going to be in full effect. We're at 92 tomorrow, as I said, hanging out in the 90s most of the week, hitting that triple digit for the weekend. I'm so sorry, Dad's 106 for Sunday, but then look at that. We kind of cooled down a little bit, back to 101 for Tuesday. Can't really complain about that. Same thing in our Kern River Valley communities. 88 tomorrow, not too bad. Heating up into the 90s, hitting triple digits for the weekend. 104 for Saturday, 102 for Sunday, and then tiny bit of a cool down, 98 on Tuesday. And in our mountain communities, 82 tomorrow, little bit of a breeze for Thursday, stay hanging out in the 80s and then hitting those 90s for the weekend. 92 on Father's Day, 92 also on Monday, and then a tiny bit of a cool down for Tuesday.
Yeah, those poor fathers out there have the hottest day.
And especially you're going to want to be outside and barbecuing, and if you do that, just drink lots of water, stay in the shade, be aware of that.
Nice. All right. Thank you, Leah.
All right, well, coming up.